Hey everybody, welcome back. I am just going to share a few of my favorite sheet pan meals with you guys. I love sheet pan meals. I love how everything just cooks together and like all the flavors from the meat just go into the vegetables and how it just seasons everything so deliciously. So I'm gonna get you down here and I'm gonna show you guys what we're having for dinner tonight. So I'm going to be using some chicken legs. First, I'm gonna just season up these chicken legs and get them on my sheet pan here. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna drizzle just some olive oil on these, and then I'm just gonna season them up and toss them. So first, I just got some salt here. Just going to salt them really well. And next, I'm going to add some onion powder. Onion powder is probably one of my favorite. I'm gonna grab a tong so I can kind of get some of the ones underneath a little bit better. But onion powder is probably one of my favorite seasonings. So whatever are your favorite seasonings, I would say use those ones the most, and then just add other ones just kind of for like deeper flavors. Next, I'm gonna add just a little bit of turmeric. To me, turmeric does not have very much flavor, but it has wonderful anti-inflammatory properties to it, and also it makes the chicken like very pretty and golden. So I'm gonna add that a lot for the color factor. Next, I'm just gonna add a sprinkle of some rosemary to the chicken. And then I'm gonna add some thyme. And you guys just flavor, like just add how much you guys think would be good. I'm probably adding like a teaspoon of thyme here just throughout. And then lastly, I'm just going to put some pepper on these. And then I'm just going to transfer the chicken to my sheet pan, which I lined with parchment paper. Easy cleanup, you know. Can't go wrong with that. Like, look how pretty these chicken legs already are. Do you guys see all those pretty spices? And then it's gonna get a really nice crispy crust on them. So that is the chicken. And then I am just going to, I have like 4 pretty big potatoes. I'm just gonna chop these up, and I am going to chop up 1 purple onion, and then I have 1 bag of just some frozen asparagus. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get chopping, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do next. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I chopped up those potatoes and that onion. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add it to the same bowl that I seasoned the chicken up in. And I'm also going to go ahead and I'm gonna add my asparagus in here as well. And then I'm just going to season these very similar to how I seasoned up that chicken. So I'm gonna just add a little bit of olive oil. And then I'm going to just put some salt on these. I really wanna get those potatoes. Potatoes can handle a lot of salt. They need a lot of salt, I think, to make them taste good. Again, I'm just gonna like sprinkle just some onion powder on there, and just a little turmeric, some of that rosemary and some of the thyme. And then some of the pepper. And then I'm just going to toss this all together. I'll help you in just a second. And then I am just going to go ahead and just toss this all over my pan. And then I'll just kind of spread it out wherever it can fit. And then I'm just going to bake this in the oven at 375 until that chicken is done and the potatoes are soft. It's probably going to be about like 40 minutes, 45 minutes at 375. That's what I'm gonna, it'll be done at that time. So I'll show you this when it's out of the oven. For dinner tonight, we are going to be having a Hawaiian Chicken BBQ sheet pan meal. I will get you down here and I will show you just how I'm just throwing all this stuff together. So I have 2 sheet pans here because this is going to make quite a bit. But anyways, I'm just going to divvy everything up half and half. So first I'm going to start with, I just have some fresh green beans here. So I'm just going to throw half over on this sheet pan and then half on this sheet pan. This is probably only like maybe just over half a pound of green beans. Once my garden really starts coming in, then I would load this thing up with some fresh green beans. But next I have just a pound of carrots and I just kind of like chopped them just so they will cook quicker, I guess. That's the key with sheet pan meals is you want to find foods that all, or else chop them or dice them in a way that they all cook at the same time. Next, I have 2 purple onions here and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna distribute those in the pans here. I love purple onion. I love the flavor of purple onion. It's probably my favorite. And then next, I have just a whole fresh pineapple that I chopped up earlier today. If you don't want to use a fresh pineapple, you definitely can use canned pineapple. I've done that before in the past. So I'm just gonna half this. Don't you just love all of those beautiful colors? That's one of my favorite things about sheet pan meals is I just love all of the color. I love cooked pineapple. It tastes like when all that juice comes out of it and it kind of like makes a glaze. Oh, so good. And it's gonna just add flavor to all of these vegetables, like all that pineapple juice just comes on all of the vegetables and stuff as well. And then next I have about 4 pounds of chicken here and I just kind of like cut the chicken, as you can see, just in smaller chunks just so it cooks a little, again, at the same time everything else does. So I'm just going to go ahead and I kind of just throw, like, move a little spot here, throw some chicken in there. I guess I could have used tongs for this part so I don't have to wash my hands, but I'm gonna have to take a quick break and wash my hands. Just to wash them again because I'm gonna put barbecue sauce all over this stuff. All right, I will be right back. I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. Then all you want to do is you want to take your favorite barbecue sauce. I have this one here. I love this rib rack barbecue sauce. And all you're gonna do is you're just gonna drizzle it all over everything. Coat it real good. And then I'm just gonna take my hands and I'm just gonna massage all of this just so that way the barbecue sauce gets all over all of the chicken. And this one over here, I'm trying out a new recipe for a barbecue sauce. It's a homemade barbecue sauce. I'll write out the description of this barbecue sauce in the description box or whatever. But this came out really, really good. It's really good. So I'll go ahead and I will write out the recipe. If you guys, because you know, sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, I want to make this. I don't have barbecue sauce, but you'll have tomato paste and you'll have just some spices and stuff to throw together and make your own barbecue sauce. So, and I am going to go ahead and I will massage these, get these all that barbecue sauce all together, and you just want to pop it in your oven at 375 for 35 to 45 minutes, depending on your oven and how it cooks. So I'll show you guys this when it's all done. Hey guys, so I totally forgot to show you guys a clip of our dinner last night. It was absolutely delicious, but we were like ravaging wolves and we were starving, and I just totally forgot. But I served it up with some rice and it was good. So anyways, I'll show you what we're having tonight. So tonight we are going to be having, I'm just making like some really simple meatballs and broccoli, and I have some sweet potatoes chopped here and just some red onion. I just have them separate because that ground beef, I do not want to add any oil to it. But I do want to add oil to these sweet potatoes and onions. And then I'm just going to add some salt to them and some fresh cracked pepper. And I'm gonna take the easy way out here, and I have a lid here, and I'm just gonna shake these and just get all that salt and all of the oil on all of the potatoes and onions. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna dump that on my sheet pan here. And then I'm gonna take this same bowl and I'm going to just add some broccoli to the bowl here, and I'm going to add some oil, salt, and pepper to this same dish. I didn't want to dirty two dishes, so I'm just using this same one. But anyways, I'm just adding a little bit of oil, and again, a little bit of salt and some pepper to it. I'll just give it a good shake. And then just dump that with our sweet potatoes there. And then all I have here, I just have some ground beef and I just chopped up some onion. I am going to just salt and pepper this. But that is all I have for my meatballs for tonight. I have made meatballs with, like, I put oats in there and I put like herbs, some milk, egg, but I'm just keeping it super simple for this one. Now, I would recommend that doing like ground beef in a sheet pan meal, you want to get the one that doesn't have a ton of fat, like 90-10 or 93-7. Just because you don't want all of these other vegetables just drowned in grease. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to just position them just throughout, just so the flavor of that ground beef just goes throughout all of the dish here. And that's it. And I am just going to cook this at 375 for about 30 minutes, and we'll have dinner. So for dinner tonight, we are just going to be having chicken fajita bowls. I just decided I would rather have my fajita in a bowl versus a tortilla tonight. Sometimes it's just kind of, I don't know, funner like that. But so I'm going to be serving this with rice and just all the toppings. But I'll show you how I'm doing this part. I just have here a couple bell peppers that I just sliced up. And I have a couple onions that I just sliced up as well. And I'm just gonna go ahead and throw those on my sheet pan here. And I'm just gonna kind of mix those around. I like doing this sometimes versus like cooking it on the stovetop, just because you don't have to watch it and like stir it. If you wanna just like get other things done while dinner's cooking, this is a great way to make your fajitas. These onions really aren't wanting to break up, but I'll just, when I put the oil in and all the spices, I'll just kind of keep breaking them up then. And then I just have about 3 pounds of chicken that I just cut into strips here, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw that on the pan. There's a pepper over here. You can't miss the pepper. Anyways, I'm gonna quick wash my hands and I'll get back here and season these all up. All right, so how I'm going to season these, I'm just going to take some olive oil and coat everything super good with olive oil. And then next, I'm just going to take some onion powder here and just sprinkle onion powder all over everything. I'm probably doing like a couple tablespoons here because I just really want this stuff really flavorful here. And then I'm going to take some cumin, and I'm actually going to just take this lid off. I am probably, again, using like a couple tablespoons because I love cumin. It's one of my favorites. And then I'm going to just put some salt on there.
I'm freezing.
And then I'm just going to pepper it up. And then I'm just going to take my hands and I am going to just get those spices and oil just massaged into all the chicken and those veggies. And then I am just going to pop this into my oven. I have my oven on 375 for just like a half hour. And all those veggies should be soft, and the meat, because I chopped the meat up into like strips like fajitas, those will cook up really fast. So I will show you guys this when I'm done. So those are just a few of my favorite go-to quick, easy sheet pan meals. I hope you guys enjoy them, and I will see you guys in the next video.